Okay. Now listen, are you okay?
No,
I came
no.
as soon as I could.
No, I'm not okay. Listen to me. Look, Rafe and I, we were sitting on the couch and we were really happy and we were talking about having a baby and then all of a sudden...
What?
We were
Allison,
no,
are you
listen
crazy?
to me! Libby, listen to me. We were close and we were saying that we love each other and then all of a sudden this light came and it flashed and he was gone and I don't know where he went. I don't know where he is.
Listen to me, please. And count your blessings, because you just got spared a whole lot of heartache. I am glad Rafe is gone, Allison, and you should be too.
Amy! Amy! Excuse me. I'm sorry. Did you see a woman leave the alley, a blind woman?
Didn't see nobody.
But she was right here. She was... What the hell happened here?
Hey, Pumpkinhead. What are you doing all by yourself here? Where's Paige?
Gone.
Looks like she took off in a hurry.
Gone. What do you mean gone? Wasn't she reading you a story?
She was right here, and then she wasn't there.
She better have a very good explanation for this.
I have to take this.
Fine. I'm going to put Christina to bed, and then we're going to talk about your childhood buddy. Come on, Pumpkinhead. Let's go get some PJs on and get all cozy. Come on. Let's go. We'll see Kevin in a minute. Okay, come on. Let's go.
Ian, this isn't a good time.
You're gonna want to hear this. I took Amy to Manhattan, to that alley in the picture.
Is that what you call the subtle approach?
Hang on. It rattled her. And, she wanted to tell me something, and then she just disappeared.
Well, I'm not surprised.
I mean, she disappeared into thin air. Can you hear me, Kevin?
Yeah, I hear you. Ian, Paige disappeared too.
What, you mean she left the house?
No, I mean like Amy. One minute she was here and the next she was gone. I think the word for it is vanished.
Well, this is all very familiar.
Yeah, why are we back at the principal's office?
I have a feeling we're about to find out.
Good call, Rafe. Good call.
Okay, boss, so what's the story?
Yes, why did you bring us back?
Questions, always questions. You want a story? I got a story for you. Once upon a time, there was a stubborn angel named Rafe who went down to Earth to start a family with a pretty blonde he fell in love
boss,
with.
I can explain that,
Oh, I'm
all right?
sure
I
you can. Now, while we're explaining things, Paige, you really didn't think Kevin was strolling down memory lane with you for the exercise, do you? He was fishing to find out who and what you are.
That's not true.
Well, it doesn't really matter, because Amy here was going to spill her guts to Ian about being stone cold dead.
Well, I wasn't talking.
No, you weren't. Talking was the farthest thing from your mind. You were going to lose your virginity to a guy you just met.
Why don't you just skywrite it?
You four delinquents are making me look very bad. And I don't have any choice but to put an end to it.
So Amy and Paige just disappeared.
Yeah. Some coincidence, huh? Wait a minute. Was there some kind of distraction before Amy ducked away?
Yeah. Lightning. There was lightning. I turned away, and she was gone.
There was lightning here, too, Ian.
Did Paige touch anything before she left?
I don't know. Yes, she did. A book. She was reading Christina a story.
Okay, well, you may want to have it dusted for fingerprints.
Why?
Before I took Amy to this alleyway back here, I tried to take her fingerprints so we could match them up to the Jane Doe.
And?
Well, it turns out she doesn't have any fingerprints. It's like she doesn't exist, Kevin. Did you hear me?
Yes. Get back here as soon as you can.
I'm on my way.
Is Christina okay?
Christina is absolutely fine, but I am not. What kind of woman leaves a sick child up alone in an attic?
Don't worry. Lucy, I'll find out what happened.
Don't worry. I am worried. I have had it up to here with this Paige woman. Either she goes quietly or I'm gonna throw Paige out of here.
You're wrong. Kevin wasn't just stringing me along to get information. He loves me. I know that.
Just like you know he was coming up here to be with you and sit in that fifth chair?
Well, there was a time that I thought that.
Well, it still might happen, because I'm not really sure what Kevin's destiny is. But it won't happen because of any crazy stunts you pull with the white light.
Well, I might have got a bit carried away.
Well, you remember we control the light? Oh, well, we have a situation here. You four have broken the rules big time.
Well, I know that Ian tricked me into bringing me into that alley. But I was upset. I mean, I was in the place where I took my last breath. And I was gonna tell him everything, but I'm on to him now. It won't happen again.
Promises, promises. And you, tough girl. It's okay to like the guy. What's his name?
Ricky. Hey, but I don't like him, all right? I'm just playing Ricky, using him. Please. That boy means nothing to me.
Pretending not to like Ricky. He's not fooling anybody. Knows they're gonna keep him out of the fifth chair if that's his destiny.
Hey, don't bring him up here. I mean, Ricky would be a total pain, all right? Trust me. Just leave him alone.
When you understand something, I can see right through you. And I know what's in your heart.
How can you know when I don't?
So about how you swear you don't like this guy, I may seem old-fashioned, but you don't give away something that's precious to you until it means something. You understand? Which brings me back to the guy who should know better. So Allison wants to have a baby, huh, Rafe? Tell me something. How many angels do you see up here carrying diaper bags? Does the word zero come to mind?
You know what? It's not like we were planning anything. The subject just kind of came up, and we were so close. And it's just...
Well, it ain't gonna happen again, Sonny boy, because we control that too.
Okay. You know what? Now that you've scolded us like a bunch of unruly school children, what's the punishment? You make you stand in the corner for eternity.
Don't tempt me, please.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, what can he do to us? We're already dead.
Right, so what am I supposed to be waiting for, huh? Another angel? I don't think so.
You know, in general, I do agree with Ed, Casey. You don't just give yourself up to a man, but you really shouldn't be sharing that with everybody.
Yeah, it was my personal business while I was, back on Earth.
Who allowed you to go down to that visit? And who said they'd abide by the rules? And now who is complaining?
We all have just about had it with your constant nagging.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should all relax
you know
now.
what? Everybody who's about up to here with this unending criticism, raise your hands.
Guys, chill, okay?
No, because we're tired of his moralistic ranting. What do you want from us?
We are doing the best that we can. And if you don't like it, you can just go to hell.
Uh-oh. Ladies, you really need to stop while you're still ahead.
Hey, we're
okay?
just getting started. You know what? I know sermons are really big up here, dude, but do you really have to make us feel like such losers?
Women, huh? Don't pay any attention to them, boss. They're just blowing off some
No.
steam.
Let him go, Rafe. This is fascinating. It's a big mistake, but it's fascinating.
We are perfectly capable of making our own decisions, Ed. We don't need a hall monitor.
Yeah, and stop butting into my private life. It is private.
Yes, we're not puppets. You can't pull our strings and expect us to dance.
Okay, that is enough. Goodbye, girls.
Where'd they go?
When Amy told me to go to hell, I thought, why didn't I think of that?
I know that you are not telling me everything that you know about Paige, but listen, I don't really care if your ex Tootsie is Bigfoot.
There is no excuse for leaving a child alone in an attic. It is unforgivable.
Lucy, I'm not disagreeing
What was
with
she
you.
thinking? The nerve of that woman. She insinuates herself into our home, and now she's become really overly attached to my daughter. Not to mention the fact, she just told my husband that she loves him. I don't really feel that's appropriate house guest behavior, do you?
I admit it. There is something strange about Paige, okay?
Strange. I'm so sick of strange. I'm sick of it. This whole town is up to here with strange. We're swimming in it. Doc, please, just level with me. Is Victor right? Is Paige some alien from somewhere? Or is she just some rejected woman who's out to bag the man who got away? Tell me.
I don't know. I'm not sure what she wants, but I know I have to find out what happened to the woman I grew up with. So please, Lucy, trust me.
I do trust you. I just don't trust Paige further than I can throw her, and I cannot trust her with my daughter. I don't.
Lucy, I really don't believe that she'd hurt her.
Oh, wrong thing to say. I don't want to hear that.
No. Wait. Just come here. I love you. And I love our life together, and you know there is nothing I would ever do to jeopardize our family, right?
Yes, I know that. It's just I'm a little bit afraid. You know, Doc, you have to be careful. We don't know what or who we are dealing with here.
That's what I'm gonna find out.
I am crazy about Rafe, and why would you think that I would be glad that he was out of my life?
Rafe is an angel, Allison. He's not from this world. He's not even supposed to be in this world. And you're talking about having his baby?
Livy, Rafe is not Caleb.
That's not what I'm saying.
Well, isn't it? You're talking about like he's not some worldly creature or something?
Okay, excuse me if I'm a little touchy about other worldly creatures.
I'm sorry, you're right, I'm sorry. Listen to me. Livy, Rafe is good. Okay, he's gentle and he's kind and he really loves me and I love him too. I mean, when I let him into my heart, like I felt like this rush of love that just sort of came over me and swept me off my feet and left me breathless. Okay, and I still feel just really breathless. And I sort of feel like right now that he's gone and I never got a chance to say goodbye to him.
Okay, listen to me. It's not that I don't like Rafe, because I do, and you are right, he is nothing like Caleb. But the two of them share one thing. They're not real. Allison, they're both fantasy men who have learned how to use magic.
This is not magic or some sort of fantasy
That's
thing.
exactly what it is, Allison.
Why can't you just understand this, okay? Please.
The problem is, I understand all too well. I understand what it's like to be swept off your feet by someone or something that makes you feel incredibly special. Someone who could choose anybody in the whole entire world, and they chose you. And look, Rafe's magic may be good, and Caleb's was evil, but it's magic. It's a trick, a sleight of hand. It does not last, Allison.
Okay, I understand what you're saying, okay? But please, just listen to me and understand what I am saying. Okay, what if you fell in love with someone who only had a couple of weeks to live?
That's different.
Is it? I mean, would you stop wanting them or needing them because their life had a time limit? I mean, Livy, Rafe is good. He's good for me, and he is incapable of hurting me.
So maybe this was his last noble act, Allison.
What do you mean?
Well, maybe he left you before you got involved in this relationship any deeper. And that's probably the best gift Rafe could have given you under the circumstances.
No. He never wanted to leave me. He never wanted to lose one single moment that we could have shared together. I mean, he was terrified that someone was going to figure out who he was and he was going to get called back.
Okay, well then maybe that's what happened.
Wait a second. Wait, Livy, you're the only person who knows who he really is. You didn't tell somebody, did you? I mean, you didn't help take the man I love away from me.
Whoa! Don't you think that's a little extreme? I mean, you can make your point some other way rather than sending down to, you know, the other place.
Okay, it was a cheap trick, but I had to teach him a lesson.
Yeah. I get the feeling you're enjoying this just a little too much. Maybe we should look this up in that rule book you're so fond of.
I said okay. Okay.
Let's not go there again.
No. We got your point. Loud and clear.
And hot.
Just a little reminder that your journey on Earth can end in two ways. Up here or there. You got any questions?
No.
Good. It's amazing what a little field trip can do.
We're ready to hear what you have to say, sir. Are we being pulled back from Earth now? I mean, is that our punishment?
No, I can't. Unfortunately, it's too late. You have started a lot of things that have to be finished. But I think that you three will agree that there are fates far worse than being pulled back up here. Unfortunately, you left a mess back on Earth. Charlie's angels, you ain't. So I'm gonna have to clock out and handle it somehow.
Boss.
What?
Can I talk to you a minute? There's still the matter of the fifth chair.
Oh, good, you can count.
Huh. I just really need to know if it's for Allison.
It's out of my hands, kiddo.
I want her to live a long and happy life. Do you understand?
Everybody wants to live a long and happy life. Good people die young. And sometimes evil people live to a ripe old age. It's not fair and it never was, but it all gets sorted out right up here.
That was a nice and clever way of avoiding the question.
The person who's going to sit in that fifth chair is yet to be determined, Rafe. You'll find it when it's time, and not until then. Right now, we got work to do. Come on.
Look, I swear on my life, Allison, I did not tell Jack or anyone else that Rafe was an angel.
No, but it had to be you. Otherwise, Rafe would still be here. I should never have called you.
If I wanted to blow the whistle on Rafe, I would have done it a long time ago.
No, I don't believe you.
It's the truth, Allison.
I think that maybe you should go.
Fine, I'll go. Don't believe me. But this can only end badly for you, Allison. Trust me.
Okay.
You're here.
Yeah, right here.
Please don't ever leave me. Please don't ever leave.
Hey. You okay? Come here, come here. You're supposed to be up in bed.
Is Paige back yet?
No. You know, we gotta get you back in bed. I don't think you're feeling too good, huh?
Did Paige go to heaven like my other mommy?
No. Hey, look at me. Listen, I am not going anywhere, ever. Nothing could ever keep me away from you, ever, okay? Do you understand that? Okay. Come on. Let's go tuck you in and I'll read you a story.
I got here as fast as I could. Any sign of Paige?
Not a trace. I've looked everywhere, but her luggage and clothes are still here.
So what are we dealing with here? Aliens or ghosts, vampires?
I don't have a clue. Paige and Amy could be anyone. Or anything.
There's a couple of things we know for sure. They showed up at the same time and they both had mysterious watches.
And they both disappeared at the same time with a flash of lightning. You don't think they communicated to each other, do you?
No, they might be able to fly for all I know. If we don't find them, we'll never get to the bottom of this.
I'll get that. Fix yourself a drink. And fix me one, too. I think I need it. Ian?
Yeah.
Look who just showed up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who the hell are you?
Someone with the answers to all your questions about Amy and Paige. I think it's time you knew the truth.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next Port Charles. Secrets.
It's Port Charles.
Like you, I'm back.
Great. Now you can get lost. I was hoping you'd come back home with me.
All you need to know is that if you keep snooping into Paige and Amy's lives, you'll put them in grave danger.
Will David accept the truth about Vanessa's secret identity? There's more to the story coming up today on All My Children.
Hey, I'm George Lopez. I'm the star of a brand new show that'll be on ABC Wednesdays. It's about me, my wife, my mom, and my 3 adorable kids.
George, we're a little over budget. You can only afford 2 kids.
Hey, more lines for you.
George Lopez, coming Wednesday, March 27th to ABC.